Hey everyone, today's February 10th, 2017, and I hope all of you are having a great day today. So in today's video, I'm going to do a 30,000 mile review on my 2015 Ford Mustang GT. And I've had this car for about a year now, and I bought it used with about 7,000 miles on it, so I put a good amount of miles in the last year. And about 3 weeks from now, I bought this car, so it'll be a 1-year review and the car at 30,000 miles. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let's get to it. So for having this car for a year, when you first get a car, a lot of times you go through a honeymoon phase. Honeymoon phase is when you first get something and you love it so much no matter what the imperfections are. Since I've been driving it for about a year, I know exactly what the faults are and what the best things are about this car specifically. And I picked the triple yellow with the convertible, which I was kind of against the convertible in the beginning, but once I saw it in person with the yellow, I bought it. And the only color I would get other than this would be the grabber blue, but in the 2015 model, the first model of the S550, there was no grabber blue. So I got the second color that would stick out the most, which is this triple yellow. And I absolutely love this car. I couldn't be any happier with it. So I've done a bunch of reviews on this car, got mods to it, did a bunch of stuff. But the thing is, I just want to give an experience of ownership of the car for a year and the car at 30,000 miles. I usually sell my cars at around 50,000 miles and I get a new car. So 30,000 miles is a huge deal for me. I got most of my work done at Comet Motorsports, and they're in St. Charles, Illinois if anyone's interested. They do great work on any kind of car, domestic, import. But let's get this cold start going. So as you can tell, my car is extremely loud. It's one of those cars that you get from the factory and it's not too loud, and you get an exhaust system, a full exhaust system, and it changes the whole car up. So let me get into the car now, start driving to work. I'll get in a little bit more detail about the ownership of the car and the modifications I put into it. I've had it for a year. I bought it with 10,000 miles on it, so I bought it pretty much brand new. It had 10,000 miles on it. One owner that traded it in for a new Audi at the time, and I bought the car right after. I love this color, the triple yellow. I love the black accents of the interior and the exterior with the black top and the black wheels and everything. It looks great. And the thing is, a lot of cars after a year, you start noticing a lot of things, such as a lot of rattling in the plastic and a lot of random noises you start hearing in the car from just daily driving it. This car has none of that. I daily drive this an hour to work, hour back, and just for fun driving. And this car is just like it was when I first got it. And one thing I love about this car is the interior. If you look at it here, I know I made a review about this before, but the interior of this car is absolutely phenomenal. If I saw this about 5 years ago, I wouldn't think this is a Mustang interior. I couldn't have asked for a better daily driver that looks as good as it does and comes with 435 horsepower from the factory. So the reason why I got this car was I could make a lot of power by barely putting anything into this car. And I did. With my exhaust and my intake, I'm pushing at least 450, 460, and that is phenomenal. If I got a tune for this car, I can push over 500 horsepower as a reliable daily driver, and that's exactly what I wanted. And the reason why I'm doing this, I have the Mustang as my daily, is because for my project car I will be getting, that's going to be the car I go all out on. I'm going to get an import, and I'm going to get a car that I can really do a lot to. The car I had before this car was a 2012 Honda Civic Si, and I did just basic mods to it. I did intake, exhaust, springs, a tune, and it was a nice car. It was a fun car. It wasn't really fast, but it was quick. And with that, it had 250 horsepower around there, with not that much torque, but horsepower wise, this car is more than double than what that had, which is insane. And going from that car to this car was a huge change. It took a lot of adjustment for myself, but once I got used to it, this car is so much fun because you have so much power in the power band in every single gear. First gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear, and fifth gear. Sixth gear is more of an overdrive, but in my Honda, I only had power first, second, and third. That was it. Overall, the past year has been great because this car there was no problems whatsoever, and it is a newer car, so there shouldn't be any problems. But don't get me wrong, I know people that have gotten new cars and did like small modifications for them, then had problems with them within the year, 2 years later. And I'm planning on keeping this car for a good amount of time. It's gonna get a WRX STI. It was in that light blue color, if you guys know what I'm talking about, and I was about to buy that car. And I checked out a few Mustangs before I bought this one, and once I pulled into the dealership and I saw this, it was right in front. And I saw the triple yellow with the black convertible, the black accents all around. I was sold right away. I bought it that day, first day I saw it, and I have no regrets whatsoever. And with that, this car has been so good to me. Let's get on it real quick. Sounds so good. And we're going like 80 miles per hour on the highway, and it sounds so great. And with that, I have the MBRP catback race exhaust, and I couldn't ask for a better exhaust system. I was gonna buy like a Borla Attack or like a Roush quad exhaust system, but I wanted something that not everyone had, and I knew of these exhausts, but I didn't really think I would buy one, if that makes sense. And I don't regret it whatsoever because the amount of compliments I get from how my car sounds, I can't even count. When I stop at any gas station, at least one person will say either nice car or it sounds good. When I was at work yesterday, I was in my parking garage, so I started up my car, I was warming it up. Someone knocked on this window right here, and I was like, hey, what's going on? I lowered my window, and it was some guy I didn't know, but he worked in the same building as me. He said, oh, your car sounds awesome. And just that kind of stuff makes me enjoy this car so much better, and it made the experience of owning this car for this past year amazing. So it's getting kind of dark out here right now. It's 5:30. In the next 20 minutes it'll be pitch black outside. So I'm gonna finish this video off with a couple pulls on this car on the highway. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love my 2015 Ford Mustang GT with all the mods I did to it, and I'm gonna get more. I slowly get mods for my car over time, and it makes me enjoy the car even more with every modification I get. Because for me, when I do a mod to a car, it's like getting a new car pretty much. When you get a new exhaust, the car performs different and it sounds different. So it's like getting a new car. When you get an intake, it sounds different and performs different. When you get suspension, I'll be putting that on. It makes me enjoy the car, and I love modifying cars. It's an addiction, and it's great. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. I'll do a couple pulls, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace out, and I'll see you guys later.